It is Mary Jane here,
and Starlight.
and today we are back with another episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about embodying truth, what truth means to us, how does it feel to embody the truth.
If you are an aspiring artist, small business, or just have something that you're very passionate about that you want to spread to others, feel free to reach out to us. We are interested in doing shout outs for you guys to, spread the word. Small businesses supporting each other. So you can check out our Instagram, our YouTube, and we will let you know how to be eligible for that shout out. So don't hesitate to hit us up.
Also, we want to give thanks to our 10 subscribers on YouTube.
Shout out. Woo! Hey. Get up.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I forgot we even had 10 subscribers, not gonna lie.
You told me that yesterday, and I was like, you gotta
yeah.
thank them. Also, I don't know, can you see who's subscribing?
No.
Well, thanks to whoever's listening on Spotify as well. We don't know who's listening, but we're sure there's somebody.
I can't see who's subscribed either.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you, guys. It means a lot. All right. Let's get into today's episode. Embodying truth. Embracing the truth. I feel like this is a touchy subject for some people.
It's touchy for me, yeah.
I feel like it's definitely a sensitive topic to bring up.
Why is that?
Because a lot of people can't handle the truth.
That's right.
A lot of people don't want to either. Yeah. So, if you're one of those people, I will go ahead and get off. I will go ahead and get off of the episode, of the YouTube, whatever you're watching this on. Go ahead and turn us off, so you're not triggered. But that's the whole point of truth, is to trigger you in some way. That way you can learn from it. Like, I'm not even trying to beat a dead horse, but the truth isn't always gonna be what you like or what you want to hear. It's just what it is. And when you fight it, you are in a place of resistance. You are in a place of hesitation. You are in a place where you're putting a blindfold on yourself and refusing to acknowledge what has just been said, done, or whatever is in front of your face. When you accept it and embrace it, you can really let it go. And you're not just holding this onto the subconscious baggage like that you carry around with you, projecting onto others. I feel like truth is the hardest thing to overcome, that you will never fully get over.
Which is why I wanted to do this episode, because to be completely transparent, I'm not in the best mood as of right now. Just with life, life be life, and it's been a lot of hard truths coming in my fucking face lately. So, and that's why I was like, I just want to do this, because whatever I need to say as well, and whatever you say, I feel like I need to hear, and obviously somebody else needs to hear. So, but like you said, yeah, truth is not always going to be pretty. The truth definitely fucking hurts, but it's what's going to set you free, ultimately. And, like you mentioned, it's not something to let hold you down or make it seem as if you're not capable of doing what it is that you want to do in life. Like, when we hear the truth, it's so that we can grow from it, so that we can learn from it, so that we can know what is working, what is not working in our lives, and excel, really. And that's one way. Like, you have to look at the truth in a positive aspect, in the sense that it's there to help you. It's not to harm you. It's not to trigger you. I mean, it does trigger. That's part of it, but it's not to,
stop you.
Yeah, because I feel like, it's easy to see the truth, especially if it's something negative, and be like, oh, like, for example, you might have anxiety, people like, oh yeah, it's my anxiety, that's why I don't talk to people, that's why I can't do this and that, the third. But in reality, it's like, okay, well, you see these symptoms, you see the things that you're doing, and it's not benefiting you. So now you can change that behavior. You can change the way that you interact with people. You can change the way that you think about certain things. Like, the truth is very eye opening, and you have to really be open to it. So,
What
yeah.
I feel like people who run away from the truth are afraid of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
afraid of their shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, for me personally, I feel like the hardest truths that I've had to encounter are the things in myself that I'm just not that proud of, the things in myself that I am ashamed of.
Mm-hmm.
And embracing your shadow for me comes hand in hand with embracing my truth, because I can never not be those things. Yes, they are a part of me, but I don't have to let them have this control over me with depression or possessiveness, whatever negative thing about myself there is. I have to embrace that. I have to accept that, because it's not going anywhere. Just because I see something and it makes me angry doesn't make me a bad person. It means I'm human, and that's the truth. So, you're not always going to go about your situations in the best manner. I definitely have things that I wish I handled differently, and, I didn't. And at the end of the day, the only thing I can do now is do things differently in the future if a similar situation arises. And I'm grateful for the experiences that I've had and shown my ass out and been like, damn, bro, like, yeah, maybe I should have just sat that one out. Maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut. But I needed that experience to, like Jemai said, grow from it. I think another hard thing for people to realize is the truth in these experiences are for you. It's not, oh, why is this happening to me? I can't believe I'm in this situation. I can't believe I did this. I feel so guilty and I feel all this shame. That's not the purpose of the transition or the truth. The purpose is so you can learn from it and do better next time. Be better to yourself, to the people you interact with in general. Any person who is a great, wonderful person has definitely put theirself through some stuff. And that's plain and simple.
And I feel like too, it's also important when it comes to embodying truth is knowing that like you can create new truths for yourself. Like you don't have to always be who you've always been or just stick to what you always known. Like you said, we go through experiences, we go through things, we do things so that way we can grow and elevate our life and elevate ourselves. And you have to be open to also accepting new truths, accepting that you are who you say you are. So if you tell yourself that you're just limited to being a person who is always depressed or always um, doing shit that just don't need to be done, or just having these behaviors that are not beneficial to you or that are affecting your relationships with yourself and others negatively, that's all you're going to experience. But it's also important to tell yourself new truths and say, you know what, also embracing your shadows, but also embracing what makes you light, embracing your light, embracing your strengths, embracing the things that make you who you are. And honestly, that's probably another thing too, just balance, embracing
Mm-hmm.
both of them. And I think it's difficult, especially for me when it comes to the shadow shit. Like it's not easy to just embrace that I have certain habits about myself or certain energies within myself that I'm not proud of. But it's also, like I said, important to focus on your light, important to focus on the good things that are about you or the good things that you have done for yourself and others, because you won't always be just limited to being, that negative person. Like, you can grow from that, and you will.
If you choose so.
Yeah.
For me, one way that I expressed, or I guess coped with some of my actions, is I made a song. I made a song about that. It was literally my shadow entirely and how I was in romantic relationships, because I haven't always been the best partner to everyone. And there's people to this day. I told her the other day, I was like, I couldn't live in Louisiana. She like, why? And I was like, you remember what's the face down there? And she was like, oh hell no, like shit like that, cause that's the old me. And I did. I just made a song about it. I just embraced it. I was like, this is kind of how I was operating. This is kind of how I was. But I know that that's not me anymore. Golly.
Just I feel like being embracing the truth, embodying the truth is embracing the fact that we are all human, and there's not one human that don't make mistakes. There's not one human that doesn't have a past. There's not one human that goes through shitty ass shit. We all go through that shit, but you have to, one, not be limited to your past. You are not your past. You are not those negative thoughts. You are not what people has told you that you are. You are exactly what you tell yourself. So as much as it is important to focus on those shadows, it's also important to focus on your light and focus on uplifting your own self and being a friend to yourself, being a lover to yourself, giving yourself what it is that you need, telling yourself those affirmations that you deserve to hear because they are also true. You are also love, you are also abundance. We talked about this in our last episode, but yeah. And know that it's okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fuck up. It's okay to not be where you want to be at in life or not be the person that you want to be. Just know that eventually you will get there. Because nothing lasts forever, so you won't be that person forever. You won't be in that situation forever.
If you make the effort.
If you make the effort.
Because it's just as easy to become somebody new and recreate your character. It's just as easy to do that as it is to stay exactly where you are.
Right.
And honestly, a part of embracing your truth, also, you have to embrace the fact that nobody cares. Like, I'm grateful for you 10 subscribers and things like that, but like, did y'all watch the whole episode? Are you watching this now? Is somebody here right now to hear what I'm saying? Okay. If there is, that's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to call you out. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time and your energy that you're putting into us, just as we're putting our time and energy into you guys. But at the end of the day, it's about what matters to you. It's about what you focus on and what you want to give your attention to, because that's what will grow. And if it's not the truth, then everything else is a lie.
Literally.
Things are in your life for either a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And if you can't figure out the reason why something's in your life, do you want to end your life for a lifetime? Do you want to hold on to this energy, person, materialistic thing that just keeps weighing you down and no longer serves you? It's okay to let go. Even if it was a great thing, even if it was a beautiful thing, if it served its purpose, you have to relinquish your hold. Otherwise, you're holding yourself back. And that's the truth.
And also that goes in hand with redirection too. Like once you gotta let go, allow yourself to let go of it. Allow yourself to change direction, to change plans, to literally be in a whole different energy, a whole different mindset, a whole different life. And like she keeps mentioning, if you choose to, it's really a choice. We all have choices. We make choices every day. We are all powerful. We hold the power. We are the power. So that's why it's like anything that you go through, you can go through that shit. You really can. And I need to hear that.
It sucks whenever people are always like, you think, I think it's just funny when people, like, you know that meme and it's like, why would God think I'm one of his strongest soldiers? Some along those lines. And it's like, in some way, energetically, you need this experience. And unless you accept it for what it is and all of its truth, then you will continue to receive just that. Unfortunately, I'm just trying to help you crack the code, because I've been there. I've been stuck in the cycle. I've been doing the same thing, trying to figure out, scratching my head, like, what's going on? Like, why am I not moving anywhere? Why am I not going anywhere? Because I'm doing the same thing that I've been doing. But it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace. Don't compare yourself to anyone else or their story or their journey, because they're learning their own shit.
Yeah, comparison's definitely thief. Please don't do that. I know that too well. Don't do that shit, bro. You don't need to compare nobody else's life, especially like when you be looking on Instagram and you see people that you know and they out there living their life, doing whatever, and you're like, damn, like, why I'm not there? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Everybody has different parts of their life. Everybody has different things that they're working on, and plus, just because it's on social media, don't mean that their life is all happy. Like, that's just one moment, and just because they got it doesn't mean that yours isn't coming or that it's not yours, because it's already yours. Really, it's already yours. It's just that you have other things that you need to go through and learn in order to be able to not only have that thing but sustain it. So
The truth is something that you'll realize is very funny, because you'll always want the truth. Everyone, oh, I'm real. I need the truth. Tell me the truth. I can handle it. But when the truth actually comes to, it can be a whole different story. You realize, like, dang, like, okay, I wasn't ready for that. Like, this really hurts me. This really puts me in a state of being that I don't enjoy. And you just have to process it. And again, you're either going to accept this or you're going to reject it. And that's your choice. But at the end of the day, I hope that everyone who is currently watching our channel is receiving ultimate blessings. And you are, because you have the energy within you. It's not because you're watching the video. It's not because you're going to leave a like and comment and subscribe on this video. It's because you're you and you're authentic and you're doing your best. You're willing to learn, and that's where to start. So
I think that concludes this episode today, episode 4 of Tie-In. Okay, thank y'all for tapping in with Tie-In. We love y'all. And we will see you all next time.
bye.